Normally around 10:30, Dr. Murray will come downstairs, and that morning I didn't see that.
12:12 p.m. Murray sounds the alarm, calling Jackson's personal assistant saying, "Call me right away." Then he runs down the stairs to get help.
I felt that there was some type of a panic, an urgency.
Chef Kai Chase is making lunch in the kitchen. And you heard Dr. Murray calling for Prince.
Children started crying, and the doctor asked for help. That's when I realized something was not right. I see Dr. Murray, and he has made his way down the stairs, and he's screaming frantically, "Hurry, hurry, go get Prince, go get security."
At this point, Paris and Prince walked into the bedroom, and Alberto escorted them out.
Sobbing, the children run back downstairs into Kai Chase's waiting arms.
We stood in a circle and we held hands together, and we're crying because we don't know, and you feel helpless. Immediately we saw the paramedics there, so running upstairs, and we're just like, oh geez, what's going on? And Paris started screaming, "Daddy, Daddy, let me go, I want to see my daddy." We all held hands. We started praying that, dear God, please don't let anything have happened to Mr. Jackson.
So you go to Michael Jackson's home, the home he is renting, and the person who interviews you there, or the people that interview you there first, it's not Michael Jackson.
No.
It's his children.
It's the children. They were asking questions like, well, we like healthy food, so smart, so adorable. We like healthy food. Can you cook healthy? What do you like to eat? We talked about everything from food to video games to animals, and we just created an instant bond right there.
I want to take you back to June 25th, a truly horrible day. You were at the Jackson home. For you, you came in every morning as the personal chef around 8:30?
Right, exactly.
When did you realize that something wasn't quite right? Or when did you sense that this was not a normal day?
Well, I get the breakfast ready for the children in the morning around 8:30, like that, 9 o'clock. And they're having breakfast, and time goes by, and putting everything together for them, and I'm looking around 10:30, and normally Dr. Murray, he would come down, and
Dr. Conrad Murray, his personal doctor,
right, would come down and retrieve maybe something from Mr. Jackson to start his day off with. This day, I didn't see that. I'm looking around 10:30, and normally Dr. Murray, he would come down and retrieve maybe something from Mr. Jackson to start his day off with. This day, I didn't see that.
Ms. Chase, describe for me what you did after you completed preparation of the children's breakfast. What was the next thing that your workday involved on June 25th, 2009?
On that day, I started preparing Mr. Jackson's breakfast as normal. I left the property to
Let me stop you for a second.
Sorry.
So you were describing for us that after you prepared the children's food, you were going to the market?
Yes.
Approximately what time did you leave for the market?
Approximately 9:45.
And approximately what time did you return to the residence after you had completed your marketing?
10:30? Around 10:30. So around 12 o'clock, I look at my cell phone, and it's, okay, let me get ready for the lunch, start preparing this lunch. And around 12 o'clock, 12:10, Dr. Murray comes running down the stairs and into the kitchen. The stairwell went into the kitchen. He comes into the kitchen screaming, "Hurry, go get Prince, go get security."
So he's frantic.
He's frantic, yeah. And so I drop everything at that point and run into the den, which is not too far away from the kitchen. And get Prince. Prince, hurry, come with me. Something, Dr. Murray's screaming, something may be wrong with your dad. As Prince goes and sees what Dr. Murray is asking at the stairs, and Dr. Murray runs back upstairs.
And with Prince following him?
No, Prince was downstairs.
Okay, so he didn't take Prince to the room, because we had heard stories of that. That did not happen.
No, I didn't see that. No, that did not happen. And so, in a matter of minutes, I see paramedics running up the stairs, and security skipping stairs, running up the stairs. This is, at that point, you could feel the energy change. We're all panicking and wondering what's going on. Paris is screaming and crying, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." The kids want to know what's going on with their father.
But they are being kept downstairs with you and the housekeeper and a nanny, I believe?
And a nanny. We come together in unity. We stand in a circle. We start holding hands and we start praying. We're sitting downstairs wondering. An hour goes by, and security comes to us and asks us, at this point, we're asking that you leave the house, leave the premises. And we asked, is Mr. Jackson going to be okay? We're taking him to the hospital.
Can you use the pointer that you have up there to show us out that you took from the kitchen?
From the kitchen to the den. Kitchen to the den.
So you're indicating on the right side of the photograph would be the kitchen area, and on the left side of the photograph would be the den area where you said that Prince and the children were playing, correct?
Yes.
So you went from the kitchen area to the den area to get Prince, correct?
Yes.
And what did you say to Prince when you went into the den area?
I said, hurry. Dr. Murray needs you. There may be something wrong with your father.
And where was Prince at the time that you ran to get him?
The children were playing in the den, which is it's an open house layout. So the children were playing in the den. I saw Prince, and I went to go get him.
So you made a decision to get Prince, correct?
Yes. The decision I made was because Prince was in my eyesight. And at that moment, Dr. Murray was very frantic and very disturbed. The first thing that I thought of was to immediately get some help, and that's the fastest thing that I could do.
And in fact, he had shouted at you to get Prince, correct?
Yes.
Which is closer to you in the kitchen, the area where Prince was located in the den area, or the location where the security guards remain?
Where Prince was. I started in March, and I was let go in May. Only to return back in the beginning of June, top of June. And the third day there, Mr. Jackson, he says, can I speak with you? So I meet with him in the hallway, and he says, I know you know what you're doing. You know, I know you're good at what you do. I need you to keep me healthy.
You left again. You left in May for 3 weeks because of sort of a disagreement with, I guess, a contract problem.
We financed.
Yeah, but you did come back, and when you came back in June, you saw a slightly different Michael Jackson, even though it was just 3 weeks between the last time you had seen him. We're going to pick up there when we come back.
When I was in the home in April, Mr. Jackson would come downstairs routinely, and come downstairs before he went on his rehearsals, looking wonderful, you know, sharp with his black jeans on and blazer, aviator glasses, going to the studio, upbeat, chipper, eating, and, you know, feeling really good about himself. But when I came back in June, I noticed he was a little thinner, and I was wondering, had he been eating? You know, had he been eating? And then I thought to myself, he's a dancer. You know, he's a dancer. His body's his tool. He's working very hard.
And he did say to you at one point, they're killing me, in reference to the fact that he was working so hard, rehearsing so hard.
Yes. He said, I need you to take care of me. I need you to feed me healthy like you have been. They're killing me. I'm rehearsing very hard. You know, maybe 2 rehearsals a day.
Did Michael Jackson ever say to you why he would need a personal physician on a daily basis? Was this something you had seen before?
You know, Mr. Jackson and I never spoke about his, personal physician. Mm-hmm. It was just mainly about the food and keeping him healthy and getting him ready for the tour. Dr. Murray, I saw him more routinely in June. And he was in the home and doing what he was supposed to as his doctor.
When would he show up?
I would see him in the mornings. I saw sometimes the oxygen tanks. So I wondered to myself, I wonder what those are used for.
But this was something nobody else in the household spoke about?
No.
Did you ever see any evidence that he was on any kind of medication?
No.
None?
No, not at all.
What about reports, Kai, that he had an eating disorder?
I never saw it. I never saw any of that. I would actually see the man eat, you know, and was getting healthy. He was excited about this tour.
Did he ever appear to you to be somebody who had trouble sleeping? Did he ever talk about sleeplessness?
No, we never discussed any of that. You know, sometimes I would see Mr. Jackson come downstairs in the evening when I would be getting ready to leave after the dinners, and I would wash the dishes, put them in the dishwasher, be ready to go. He'd come downstairs in his pajamas. He's going to bed. He'd grab a juice, he'd wave, say hi, we'd have some conversation. And
does it seem odd to you, Kai, that all of this could be going on upstairs, where you were never allowed to go,
right?
And you're seeing a whole different person downstairs?
He wasn't that way.
Yeah.
No. He was normal acting. He was very excited about this tour. He was eating. He was interacting with his children, and game time, play time, and dinners with his children, and lunch with his children. So I never saw anything different until when I came back.
Chase, when the defendant came down the stairs and he asked for you to get help, get security, get Prince, did he ever direct you or request that you call 911?
No.